So, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. But balancing it from a mentality standpoint, it's still just another away game. It just happens to be fun when you get there.
And then, Notre Dame's going to bring, the run game with the offensive line and some tight ends, like always. What are the challenges for the linebackers?
I mean, looking at them, I mean, they're one of the top-ranked teams for a reason, right? Even though they've had close games, whenever you see a good team continue to pull out wins like that, I think it speaks volumes to what kind of team they are. And I think they're Notre Dame, and they're known for coming up with a big O-line, right? Great running backs. They're still figuring out that quarterback situation. But great athletes at receiver, big O-line. So I think they present some challenges for us, right? Going to be one of the best O-lines that we've faced all year. And then they got a great tight end as well, who presents a lot of problems, some mismatches. And that's something that we've been studying for the last week and a half or so, is that run game and those guys at receiver and tight end.
I know you and Vianney and a couple of the other guys on the staff were at Notre Dame the last time you guys were there. Have you guys talked about that at all amongst yourselves?
Yeah, and we just talked about it. Last time we beat Notre Dame was here in the Coliseum in 2016. And I think that's one thing that I just want to relay to the guys. So me being there as a player is really what it means to go to South Bend for one, and what it means just to play against Notre Dame. Just to understand the magnitude of the rivalry, what it means to go play for that shillelagh, and how excited you should be for what it represents, really.
You were a highly rated linebacker coming into USC, Raesjon, kind of the same thing. How much have you sort of been able to spend time with him and help him kind of get to where now at this point, looking for playing time?
As much as I can. I think between Coach Orlando and I both, just working with Raesjon, I know we had a laid out plan for him during the summer, and during the summertime, a little bit easier to, communicate with them, talk to them, just a lighter schedule for them. Once we got into the season, camp, it gets rolling. But overall, still making sure that Raesjon is progressing week by week. And I know coming into the season, it was always about getting him at least ready by the bye week. And I know he's out there getting a lot more reps this week, and I know he's proud of it, but it's well-earned and well-deserved.
Have you seen any growth from Julian Simon in that regard?
Yeah, Julian, for all our young guys, this bye week was huge as far as development and improvement. And Julian right now has just been right outside of our rotation, but taking steps forward from when he got here to the spring till now. It's tremendous steps forward, and he's going to be one of our better guys going forward in the future.
You got to get out on the road recruiting. What was that like for you, just, as a full-time assistant?
Yeah, that was great. I know I've been out there on the road before once in 2018 when I got activated, but it was a different feeling going out there and talking to coaches and really getting that whole experience, and something I'm grateful for, right? For the guys that have put me in this position, Coach Orlando, Coach Williams, and really just took it all in. And also still understand that I got a job to do when I'm out there on the road.
Does it make you think back to when you were on the field those days and those high school coaches were kind of looking at you?
Yeah, I mean, it brings all that stuff full circle. It's so funny. You talk to a lot of guys, and I mean, I got out of high school just about, 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. And they still remember some of the games that we've had, always talking about my high school. And I think that's always great to meet those guys on the road and really just talk about some of the things that we've seen over the years and mutual friends and mutual games that we've seen. And I think that's all a part of the entire experience.
What have you thought?